5 Northeast states are going to the polls. The GOP frontrunner, Donald Trump, looks like he's poised to rack up a majority of the delegates that are at stake, despite the plans by Ted Cruz and John Kasich trying to stop his bid when they get out west. Democrat Hillary Clinton, she's also expected to win big today, which will get her much closer to winning and clinching the nomination over Bernie Sanders. For more on these races and how they might affect the outcome of the election, political psychologist Dr. Bart Rossi here with us. And let's talk first about these Democratic races, Dr. Rossi, and Bernie Sanders. He really has influenced the race. I don't think a lot of people thought he'd be here at the end of April, yet he is.
He is, and I think that he's projected himself as an authentic person, a real individual. People relate to him, even some Republicans and independents as well. And basically what he's saying, of course, is that there's this income inequality in this country, and he's made it really a big issue that everybody can relate to. I mean, why is it that the 1% get all the advantages and taxes and breaks and education? And he's making a pitch, and it's making a lot of sense.
When he talks about these 1%, who are they? Not everybody may understand what group this is.
Well, the 1%ers are really kind of interesting. There are millions of them. But to get into the 1%, you really have to have earned income and investment income of $1 million a year and about $8 or $10 million in hard assets. It's a lot. So people who think they're doing pretty well, they're probably not in the 1%. But Bernie talks about the 1%ers and why they get all of these advantages. And I think most Americans don't hate, people who make a lot of money, but they want to do well themselves. And they wonder, why are they paying a higher rate than some of the folks that are in the 1%? It doesn't really make a lot of sense. And Bernie has done a very, very good job of projecting himself and this whole issue.
Hillary Clinton, she's predicted to probably win all 5 of the states today, which would really put her that much closer to clinching the nomination. So does Sanders get out at some point? Does he bow out gracefully, or does he go all the way?
It's a great question, because I think everyone needs to know when to exit. When do you get off stage? And Bernie's having a lot of trouble with this. I think you can see it, in his face that he doesn't really want to leave. He has a message, but he's not winning the nomination, and he's got to learn how to think about an exit strategy that's going to make some sense.
And Donald Trump, let's switch to the Republicans. He's got the momentum back. He looks like he'll win all 5 states today.
Well, not only does he have the momentum back, as we said he probably would, after New York, but I think he has the psychology of the day behind him, because what he's basically saying is that the rules are lousy, and the rules are not fair, and they're trying to cheat him out of the nomination. And on this score, I think he's right. He's 100% correct, whether you love him or hate him. He is right, because how does someone with much less, like Ted Cruz, get in there and get the nomination? I mean, Cruz doesn't have the votes, the delegates. He doesn't have the wins. Trump has all of that. So Trump is saying, in effect, that the rules are skewed, they're not fair, and I think most Americans relate to that.
What about Cruz and Kasich and this partnership of theirs to kind of collude down the road and get out of each other's way in a couple of states to get in Trump's way?
Well, actually, there's some indication already that that's not working very well. I mean, once you start to collude, and once you start to undermine the process, you don't look too good. And I think at this point in time, both of them aren't looking too good, especially Cruz. I mean, Cruz is going out behind the scenes to garner delegates that he didn't really earn, and he's trying to take them away from Trump. And this whole process doesn't really work well for the GOP. I mean, if you think about it, their credibility is on the line. I mean, if they don't go with who they have, and that's Trump, then they start looking bad as a party. So I think the GOP needs to also learn how to rally around Trump and try to make this work, even though I think it's going to be hard in a general election.
So it kind of sounds like, well, we may get a clean sweep from the front runners, nowhere near close to ending this race. The challengers are sticking around.
Right. Everybody's sticking around because, they think that they have a shot. Even Kasich, who I think has a really good winning personality. But where does he go in the Republican Party to be the ultimate winner? And how does he go to the convention and take it away from Trump when he has even less than Cruz? So it just doesn't seem like it's working in any direction except for Trump. And, of course, he's marketing himself so well, he projects himself so well, that I think that, again, the psychology of the day is for Trump.
Well, we'll talk to you again, Dr. Rossi, tomorrow after the results come in, see how they have shaped up the race. We appreciate your insight here on this political season.